On a bright fall day in 1860, 300,000 people, nearly half the population of New York City, stood jostling each other and craning their necks on either side of Broadway. They were waiting to catch a glimpse of the latest distinguished visitor to their metropolis, a slender, fair-haired 19-year-old who had captured the imagination of the populace. He was Albert Edward, Prince of Wales, and as his open barouche bowled down the street, the crowds cheered and waved their welcome. That was his greeting from the democratic masses. The upper-class welcome was fancier, though no less hysterical. A banquet had been proposed, but this idea was dimly received by the prince's suite. His Royal Highness had just left Canada, where he had been to so many banquets. He was awfully fond of dancing. Could there not be a ball to welcome him to New York? So a ball there was. The Select Planning Committee faced the invidious task of deciding just who in New York society was worthy of meeting the Prince of Wales. Never had there been such grovelling, such angling, such pleading for invitations. And when on the night of October 12, the 4,000 chosen people succeeded in fitting themselves into the Academy of Music, another 1,000 unchosen succeeded in joining them. The floor promptly collapsed, just as His Royal Highness was about to make his entrance, so the guests had to spend 2 hours milling around examining each other's toilettes, the Rhinelander emeralds, Mrs. Gardner's silver and coral dress from Worth, the new Paris dressmaker, as a swarm of carpenters made an ungodly racket, hammering beneath them. The floor was repaired, the ball began, and though his dancing partners had been carefully chosen in advance, the prince was mobbed by women, prim, well-bred Victorian ladies who would not let him alone. "Not in strict accordance with good breeding," sniffed the Duke of Newcastle, H.R.H.'s chaperone. The prince did not seem to mind. It was the prince's first exposure to American women. His enthusiasm for them and their reciprocal feelings for him would have a profound effect on English society for the next 50 years.